Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here for This Week in Agribusiness. Well, it's time to talk with our friends at BASF again. Max Armstrong is on the road talking with growers across the country as part of BASF's Plan Smart, Grow Smart. This week, he was in Illinois talking with a grower who's utilizing some new technologies from BASF.
Let's talk about your farming operation to begin with.
I farm right around 1,900 acres with my son, and corn, soybeans, seed corn. Well, I'm pretty fortunate because my son, who is partners with me as farming, also works for BASF.
Are you a leading edge, bleeding edge kind of guy where you say, this may not be tried and proven, but let's try it?
Yeah, I do that a little bit. Now that my son is kind of tapering in on the operation, he's a real pusher for that. He likes to get the latest and the greatest, and I've always been that way, but as I'm getting older, I'm kind of flattening out on that, but he keeps me on the edge that way. So anything new and exciting, if I think the return on investment is there, I will look into it and try it.
Sound like you used Zatavo soybean seeds this year on your soybean acreage. What led you that direction?
Between my son suggesting it, and he talked with BASF Zatavo rep and kind of got us together, and we talked about it. So last year he was able to get me a trial box that I could put out there up against one of the competitors, and I've always been a Pioneer guy as far as I like their beans, and it was right there with them.
Anybody comes to mind specifically who mentored you, who really impressed you, made a difference, and you look back and you think, wow, I got some great counsel from them?
My dad, I'd have to give him a lot of credit for one. Hard work. Don't give up. Just keep work. And my neighbor, I was lucky enough to do custom combining and custom farming as he got older. So he would be another guy. They were, my dad and him, I mean, obviously they were neighbors, and they were within 4 or 5 years of one another too. So I had them too, that I'll give most of my credit to.
Let's switch gears to fungicides. Veltima, is it true that you were one of the first in Illinois to give it a try on your fields?
I believe so. Since we've been using Veltima, we haven't had a tar spot disaster. So hopefully it continues that way. It's been there, it's been reliable.
What does success look like? Is it breaking yield numbers? Is it profitability?
I think both. I mean, obviously you want your fields to look good, and I know looks don't pay the bills, but you want it to look good, and usually if it looks good, it's going to yield good. So if you have good yield and good prices, that they kind of all go hand in hand. I think it pays. And it's everybody says, well, if you don't have disease, why are you spraying it? Well, your crop health is still better. Even if you don't have disease, I think the return on investment is very good.
Thanks, Max, for that conversation. And folks, you can see the full Plan Smart, Grow Smart series online at plansmartgrowsmart.com.